is Adam Gerstenfeld, and I work with Education USA, the official organization dedicated to guiding students in Vietnam to access in U.S. higher education for free.
My name is Jamie Fisher, and together we're hosting this edition of College Talk, targeted at college-bound Vietnamese students like you.
We're going to break down the steps you need to have a successful experience at an American university.
Now, personally, I'm a college town type of girl. I wanted to go to a big school with even bigger sporting events.
But hey, if that's not you, don't worry. Lots of students prefer the smaller, more intimate feel of a liberal arts college or even a community college.
But state schools are known for their diversity of organizations.
Come on, Jamie. Size isn't everything.
You keep telling yourself that, Adam. Now, just like the two of us, each school has its own personality. And we're going to tell you what you should do,
what you shouldn't do,
and what you could do depending on where you enroll.
There are 5 major components we want to emphasize in your transition to the American education system, starting with picking the right college.
Jordan Burness is your average high school senior. She's smart, social, even a little athletic, and she wants to go to an American university. But she's wondering,
where am I going to college?
Good question, Jordan. Now watch as she teams up with her Education USA advisor.
So before you start the whole process, think about what you want to study, what your strengths are, how do you evaluate your English ability.
Well, I really like badminton, and I'm president of the English speaking club, but I don't really think those are a factor in me selecting colleges. I'm really just there for a good education.
Well, it's really good to hear that you're very focusing on your studies. But at the same time, I would suggest that you participate in other activities that your college has to offer as well. I have a list of schools that offer very good programs like drama programs, sport event, so you might want to explore. And also check out the collegeboard.org for the list if you want to compare the extracurriculars that colleges are offering.
Thanks, but I'm still probably just going to apply to all the schools in the top 10. I'm looking for the best of the best.
Well, you're not the only one who think that way, but well, don't pay too much attention to rankings. Actually, there's no official rankings in the US. So most of the time, schools are placed on the top because of the amount of money they generate or the size of donation from the alumni. And most of the times, they are ranked based on many different criteria that might be important to you. So I would suggest that you take a look at the main Education USA website at the .state.gov. They have a list of very useful searching tools that you might want to check out.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I'm going to go home and look at those sites, and I'll make a short list of the colleges I'm thinking about.
Good job, Jordan. You are officially ready to apply to your first college. See what the advisor did there? She made sure Jordan thought about more than just any one factor and helped her reach an individualized plan for her own university. Now, you are at college to acquire a degree, but make sure you're looking into places that will help nurture you and help you become a more well-rounded individual.
Yes, and another great resource you can use if you don't want to be bombarded by student loans is affordablecollegesonline.org.
So, how many colleges did you end up applying to, Jamie?
7.
Wow, jeez, that's a lot.
How about you?
12. My applications took me forever, and that's not even including the interviews, the teacher recommendations, the supplementary material.
Shh, you're gonna spoil it.
Okay, right. Roll the clip.
she's done her research. She's mastered the shortlist.
And now she's ready for the application.
No, I'm not. I don't even know where to find it. What's even on it?
Oh, hang on. 1 second, I'm sending someone down.
Hi, I'm the application manager, here to answer all your questions about applying to U.S. colleges and universities.
Thanks. I guess first, where do I start?
Well, it depends on where you're applying. The most common place to find the applications is thecommonapp.org, which has over 450 colleges applications from across America. Also, you can just look on the college's website.
Nice. Well, what's on it? Like, your grades?
Yes, your transcript will be there. Along with that, you'll need your ACT and SAT scores. And there's also a personal side to it, so you're going to need to do an interview or teacher recommendations, along with a personal statement.
A personal statement? What's that?
Good question. It's basically an essay about yourself that has to be about 500 words.
500 words? That's so short! And what are they even looking for? Like a sob story? Or something that shows off my accomplishments? One time, I had an English test that I studied for 6 days straight. Do you think they'd like that?
While that is creative, they want to see something about more self-awareness and individuality. You know, something that sets you apart from the rest of the crowd.
But I haven't done anything exciting. I'm worried I won't stand out.
You don't have to have climbed Mount Everest. What they're looking for is basically a story about you that you can bring to your host American institution. My advice to you is to pick an experience that you've had that you can share easily in conversation. But don't overthink it. Just be you. Oh my goodness, look at the time. So many applications to fill out and so little time. Best of luck with everything.
I think I'm getting the hang of this. One time, I broke my arm. Oh wait, no, I have a better one. See, this one time, I nursed an injured puppy back to health.
Congratulations, Jordan. You've mastered stage 2 of the college experience. You are now definitely ready to hit that American soil.
Hey Adam, what do you have there?
Oh, this? Oh, that's my lucky Rubik's Cube. It was the first one I solved and it inspired me to create my own club at school called You Can Cube It, and it's what I wrote my personal statement on.
That is exactly something you would do.
Yes, but it didn't help me much in choosing a major. Just like you have to keep changing the size of the cube, I changed my major like 20 billion times.
That's actually not that uncommon. Did you know that about half of incoming college students haven't decided what their major is yet?
Interesting statistic. Let's see how Jordan is faring in making her choice of degree.
She's reveled in her acceptances. She's decided on the perfect college match. And now there's only one more hurdle before she moves in for good.
Do you need help with that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
What's all this for anyway?
Oh, it's information for my major. I want to make an educated decision about what's going to be the rest of my life.
Choosing your major isn't some end-all be-all. There's plenty of opportunity down the road to change your major if you find something better. I've changed my major 4 times.
How can you still afford college?
You're not from around here, are you?
No.
Me neither. I'm actually a foreign exchange student. So there's a lot of different opportunities to pay for college.
Oh? Like what?
You can actually get scholarships from your home country depending on where you live. But your best 2 options are still the school itself and external sources.
Will the American government give me money?
No. If you're in the US on an F or J visa, the US government can't actually give you financial aid. But on the bright side, you're eligible for many unique awards. For example, the University of Minnesota doles out over $6,000 every year to Vietnamese and South Sudanese students.
Is that the same as taking out loans? Do I have to pay them back?
Nope. And there's lots of different opportunities for international students. Some of them are even from large organizations like the UN.
All right, thanks. I have to be heading home now. I'm late, but thanks for the information.
Best of luck in college, Jordan. You've earned it.
Sounds like Jordan is really starting to fall in step with her new college. Now, let's talk about college diversity.
Actually, Jamie, I got this one covered.
You do? Well, what do you have in mind?
I'm actually bringing in a very special friend of mine to talk about finding your home on an American campus. And you know what? You won't have to lift a finger.
Really? No strings attached?
Funny you should mention that. Roll the clip. Hello, Education USA audience. Today, I brought in a special friend of mine to talk about campus diversity. How you doing, Zach?
Thanks for inviting me to the studio, Adam.
So we actually brought you to the studio to discuss some diversity on campus. What's it like being an underrepresented student?
Gosh, what a loaded question. I would say that not much is different. I mean, it was quite the adjustment at first. There were only like 16 other puppets at my school, and I'd only been around puppets my whole life.
So talk to me, what was that transition like for you?
Rough, but only at first. You come to realize that everyone's coming in just looking for friends, a good time, and a great education. So really, there's also a bunch of other students just like you, even if they don't come from where you come from, or talk like you, or even look like you.
Great, and are there any resources for specific groups of students on campus?
Very good question, and it's something prospective students should look into before applying to schools. At my school, there were entire departments for African American affairs, disability affairs, and Asian affairs. So they'll put on cultural events, and they'll serve as mentors for other minority student-centered organizations on campus.
Awesome. So what's some advice you would give to international students planning to study abroad in the States?
Get outside your comfort zone. Whether that's going to a swing dancing class or even trying new foods, American colleges are like a giant mixed salad, so take advantage of that.
I'm sure our listeners will appreciate this knowledge. Thanks again for joining us, Zach.
You know, I never actually realized how much our diversity department really does.
Yeah, and it's actually not that uncommon. Most schools try and have different committees or departments for different identities, like sexualities, religions, and ethnicities on campus.
That wraps up our show. Make sure you subscribe to us at Education USA TV on YouTube for more videos about applying to American schools.
Or follow our social media on Facebook and Twitter.